This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Now we just interview this guy right here.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
Yeah, it's basically mandatory to interview him, or else you wouldn't know to go in the store.
Before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Basically what he was telling you is that this is going to be the first time we get to interrogate, but it's going to be a tutorial-wise. So...
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Interviews are conducting using the notebook. Witness details are entered on the left. Great drawings, of course, by our man Cole Phelps. Questions are listed on the right. Use L to scroll questions and evidence, since there's only... Well, we can review the evidence right here. If, yeah. But, we only have one question right now.
Exactly what happened, miss.
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
If you think the witness is lying and you have proof, select lie. To accuse the witness of lying, you'll need to present evidence. Press Y to accuse the witness of lying. Like I said, this is a tutorial, so it'll actually tell you the answer. And Y is the answer.
You're lying, Miss Galleta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
And the layaway voucher would be the correct one, as it tells you right there. Select layaway voucher as evidence.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galleta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Okay, that was one... that one was correct, of course, and when you hear that musical chime whenever you select an answer, like that certain one, that's correct, and there's also another one for false. Hopefully we won't see false anytime soon. Like I said, I'm doing this out of memory. I have no sheet or anything to tell me. And yeah, so this is blind on the interrogation questions, really, but not on the storyline itself. But here we go. Possible murder suspects.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
If you think the witness is lying but you lack proof, select doubt. Press X to call the statement into doubt. So yeah, this one is doubt, since she is lying, but we don't have proof, so of course we'd select doubt for that.
You're making me angry, Miss Goleta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
And we got a new clue, possible religious motive. And details of shooting.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Goleta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
If you think the witness is telling the truth, select truth. Press A to accept the statement as truth. Yes, this one is truth. There's certain things that the characters do that you know are false or truth. Like of course she's like, you know, all over the place and stuff. Would you think it would be doubt or lie? But since she said it in a very sad way and stuff like that, that means pretty much truth. So yeah, truth is it.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Goleta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Since I already have a save file on LA Noire, that's why my rank is 13 right now. If I were have started deleted my old save and started a new one and not just created a new one, it would have been level 1. So just to let you guys know that.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
As the cannibals finished off eating...
You can either go to the Eagleson's gun store or Hartfield's jewelry store, but if you're like me and you want to go through the whole story, I'd go to Eagleston's gun store, because they're basically what he's gonna tell you is that who the owner of the gun is and where he works, and it's just, you know, just a little bit of the story that you'd miss, but you wouldn't really. I don't think you'd really get penalized from the game if you missed it. If you believe it or not, this is actually still the introduction to the game, to the tutorial missions. So we haven't even really started case 1 yet. This is just introductory right here. If you can think of this one as a case, actually, because it kind of is, but since it's a tutorial case, I don't really count it as a case, but you can if you want. Oh, I wonder if I actually hit her. My bad. Eagleson's gun store.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah, Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looks like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, right, guys, I forgot also you get a new clue. That means more evidence. So I think you might have gotten penalized if you didn't get the clue or not, but since it's a tutorial mission, I don't think you really get penalized. But in real cases, when we're done with this... Oops, I gotta select the next location, which is Hartfield Jewelry Store. But if it were in non-introductory cases, you would have to get that clue if you wanted to go for 100% game completion. Or, I don't know if that actually works like that, but if you wanted all the evidence, let's say, in that case, there you go, you would need to get it.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Yeah, see guys, if you didn't notice, I was actually starting to walk over towards that exit because I already knew he was gonna run.
Get back here!
So I could just get like a head start, and it doesn't really matter. You can tackle this guy or you can aim at him like so. But yeah, I fucked it up. But if you wanted to do that, you get another chance at doing that up ahead because he goes pretty much straight. But you can also tackle him too if you get close enough. Like so, right here. A little bit of sound lag right there. Don't know why I did that.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Okay guys, welcome to our first real interview / interrogation where we get no help at all. We actually go out alone on this one. So, argument with Gage.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
This one, I believe, is a lie.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Yeah, this one was a lie. You would use suspect positively identified.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
And then possible religious motive.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This one is doubt.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Alright guys, that is it for the introductory. Excuse me. As you can see in the upper left, patrol complete. Your actions have earned you a promotion. Prepare for reassignment. Very sorry guys, I'm really not feeling too well, but anyways guys, I think that'll be the end of this one. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope you all enjoy the series, and hopefully next time I do this I won't be too sick, so I can give you guys a little bit of better commentary. Also, each time you rank up, I forgot to tell you guys this before, each time you rank up, you earn intuition points therefore you can use, if you are stuck on a question in the interrogations and you don't know if it's like truth or doubt or lie, you can always go and use an intuition point to either remove an answer, or you can ask the Xbox Live community to see what they all chose. You can also use it if you say you don't know where the rest of the clues are at a crime scene. You can use an intuition point, and on the mini-map it'll show the rest of the clues as well. But that's about it for intuition points. Also, at each ranks you unlock suits and stuff as well. You know, basic stuff. But anyways, guys, I think that's it for this video, and thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later.